Hello, this is the Lord's Legion, and welcome to a brand new movie review. And yes, this is the first video I've made in 2021, and I really apologize for that. But the reason why I have returned from my hibernation is purely for this gem of a movie, Godzilla vs Kong. Now, is it a gem that was worth the wait, or should it have just remained left in the gutter? And you know the score by now. Without further ado, let's begin with this review. Now, for disclosure, for those who may not know, I never really grew up with either Godzilla or Kong or any of the kind of kaiju films. And in truth, I never really cared too much about the MonsterVerse. And at one point I kind of got attacked for that opinion, but that's neither here nor there. But upon watching Godzilla vs Kong, it literally made me open up my third eye because it just changed my life completely. Because not only does it shit on everything that has previously been established in the MonsterVerse, but it also bodies everything the MCU has ever produced, and has even Falcon punched the Snyder Cut as being the best film of 2021 thus far. And looking at the rest of the films for this year, it will probably still be the best. Now, I don't want to spoil too much about the overall plot for Godzilla vs Kong because it's so complex, but what I really appreciate about this film so much is that this is the perfect jumping on point for the MonsterVerse for those who have never seen a MonsterVerse film previously. And on top of that, this movie has made me all the more invested in the overall MonsterVerse itself, and I really enjoyed delving in deeper to the overall mythos of the kaijus. And I've learned so much about this universe, like how, now usually my biggest criticism with these movies is that the human side of things tend to really bore me, but this time around there are plenty of interesting human characters like, Isa Gonzalez was pretty good, but let's face it, she's good in just about anything she touches, even though they really didn't use her enough in this film, but I digress. Oh, and the young actress in this was also pretty good, and I genuinely do enjoy her dynamic with Kong as well as her mother. It was genuinely really sweet. However, the real highlight in the entire film is, of course, the two titans, Godzilla and King Kong. And I've got to say, they really nailed both of them hands down. Plus, they do sell their rivalry pretty well, if you ask me. Personally, I was rooting more towards Kong in this film because I do see him as the underdog, and this film in a lot of ways focuses more on him, I feel. But to be fair, since this is his second appearance in the MonsterVerse films, I do feel it is somewhat justified here. And for those who are concerned about Godzilla and whether he's just villainized just for the sake of it, it isn't the case. He has good motivations and he still looks like an absolute champ. Not to mention, we also have the third wheel in the name of Mechagodzilla, and while his appearance is not what I was expecting, he does more than make up for it with the fact that he can do multiple Falcon punches to Godzilla in the face. And speaking of fight scenes, I do feel like all of the fight scenes we got in this film, while there are plenty of those, I do feel like all of them do stand out on their own, my personal favourite of which being the first encounter between Godzilla and Kong. Plus, it does help that the special effects in this movie are absolutely breathtaking. Both Godzilla and Kong especially look amazing. But yeah, overall, coming out of Godzilla vs Kong, I was more than blown away by the visuals and the fight scenes, and just seeing Godzilla and Kong on the big screen together for the first time in God knows how long. And while the story itself was simple yet complex at the same time, as well as having the human characters being kind of there but also more interesting than usual, I think this is safe to say that Godzilla and Kong was more than worth the wait, and that this is by none the best film in the MonsterVerse by a landslide. And so for the final verdict for Godzilla vs Kong, I'm going to go ahead and give it the prestigious award of an 11 out of 10. I'm sorry, but this actually reaches breaking point as far as epic is concerned. So have you seen Godzilla vs Kong yet, and what do you think of the movie? Do you think that this was worth the wait? And also, whose side are you on? Are you Team Godzilla or are you Team Kong? Comment below and share some thoughts. And as always, thank you guys for watching this video. Please like and subscribe. Take care and have a good one. Okay, so if you have reached this far, I just want to say that Godzilla vs Kong, personally, I think it's fine. Besides seeing Godzilla and Kong as well as a few minor things, I don't think it really has much for me, but I can see why people would enjoy it as a MonsterVerse fan. Final verdict, 7 out of 10. See you later.